Hi, my name is Rick Scott, and I'm going to assist with the problem that you may be having. Um, I got an email from a gentleman who I guess I've helped him out in the past, and he told me that he was creating projects inside of Cubase. He would save the project, and some of the changes that he made were not in the project when he went back to load that project up. That happened to me years ago. And I came up with, I found a way to make sure that my changes actually would be there. So basically, I'm going to share that with you. And it's simple. All you got to do is make a backup of this. One of the things that Cubase does is when you record something in Cubase, basically, if you import an audio file, then when you go back to load this up, it's going to actually go back to wherever that file is stored, and it's going to import it there. If you record this file and you tell it, you have it set up in your settings where all your recorded files are stored in one particular location, then when it loads this up, it's going to look for where your recorded files are stored at. It's not putting them all in one folder and keeping them organized for you. So this is what my suggestion is. You create a backup. When you create a backup, let's say we go to File, we go to Backup Project. When you create a backup, you store everything that you worked with in this particular program in one location. That means your audio files, your MIDI files, any type of effect parameters are going to be stored there. Everything is stored to one folder, so that when it loads it up, it's only looking in one location, and it's going to pull everything out of that folder, and any changes you make will be made to those files in that folder. So there's no chance for the program loading up a different file because it has the same name, and then any changes you made are not there. So let's
Think your partner is cheating on you? Learn how to catch a cheater. The new book on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music.
right now, let's save this. We're going to give this a file name. Okay, so actually when the reason why I'm doing this, I should have probably showed you what happened if you don't do it this way. Let's do that. Alright, let's just go to File again, and let's go to Backup, and I'm gonna just say, okay, I don't give a new folder. You have to create a new folder, but I'm gonna show you why that's not gonna work. Let's just say I choose a folder and say let's save it here. It's gonna tell me right then and there that it's not empty. So I need to create a new one. So basically we're going to select create a new one. We're going to go to, I'm going to save it here anyway, create a new folder, and we're going to call this test. Let's call it test 4. Now it's a brand new folder. All your changes can be saved there. I always like to keep the current project active, and I always like to remove unused files so that you don't have this huge file because you got all these unused files that are in that folder or whatever. So, and let's go ahead and hit OK. Simple as that. Nothing complicated. I mean, you can change the name if you want to. Let's just just for the sake of demonstration. Sometimes you want to change the name anyway, because if you got the same file that you have multiple copies of it, you want to know what rendition you're doing. So let's call this version 5, just to create something. That way I know when I load this up that this is version 5 and it's corresponding to the new folder I created. It's all going to be in the folder anyway, but I'm just saying when you go through Cubase and you want to actually open this up, that'll make it easier. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. It's going to take a little while for everything to be saved because we're working with audio files. Done. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is, well, almost done because I still have a little hourglass here. Yes, it is done. So let's just go back and close this out since we finally got to do what it needed to do. Remember that name that we gave this. I'm going to go completely out of Cubase. Completely out of Cubase. One more time. Completely out of Cubase. Everything's running slow today. Alright, there we go. Alright, and we'll go back into Cubase. Matter of fact, let's go back into Cubase. My problem is I've got so much stuff on this hard drive I have a terabyte, and I pretty much used almost all of it. And I haven't gone through and deleted any of the stuff yet that I don't need. That's why this particular computer is running super slow. It doesn't help that I have all those icons on my desktop. I know I'm breaking all the rules. You see right there, I got a couple of forevers, this is the version 5 we created. So that's a good thing because we know which one we're going into. Obviously, if I load up any of the other ones, any changes that I made wouldn't be there. So we know version 5 is going to come from basically right here in that new folder that we created. That's where it is. Everything that we work on is in that folder. All the audio files, MIDI files, all that stuff is going to be inside of that folder, creating one centralized location. So when this loads up, it'll load it up from there. And again, as I said before, mine is very slow because of all the crap I've got. But here we go. So now we had made a specific change to the drum. We go to the drum. You see that plugin is still there. All the changes that I made are here. Everything is here. So it worked for me. Try it. See if it works for you. I'm sorry this video was kind of long. But hopefully you fast forwarded to the part you need to know. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.
Check out Swingopedia on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music.